podcast and take this walk with me.
Oh my goodness. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Let me get lotioned up. We finna do something. We finna go somewhere. We finna do something. My God. My God. My God. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Whoo wee. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Good morning. Good morning. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. We are in for a treat today. Meg, I'm already feeling your energy. I see the hair. I see you. Big shout out to Meg. Okay. Founder, original, partner. Okay. Oh my goodness. And I'm getting lotion up. For those who cannot see me, you hear me only. Those who can see me, I'm putting on lotion.
What
Because
kind of lotion? We
huh?
need lotion hookup. What kind of lotion?
Oh, this is a little Cetaphil. Thank you for asking.
Not
This is
all lotions are
Cetaphil
made the same.
because I'm a little sensitive on this side, a little eczema, a little sensitive. So this is me moisturizing in real time. And this is how real the lab is. Because we having brunch, breakfast together, and whatever you do during lunch and breakfast or brunch and breakfast, this is what you do. So why not do it together? So there's that. So I'm pumped. I'm excited. I got a lot to talk about. And I want to hear a lot from you all as well, because today is the first day that the lab is coming to you live from Gator University. Yes, indeed. The lab is in that classroom in the back, way in the back with the cool professor. you know, y'all can have snacks with him and lead class, come and go as you please. That's where we at. And that is in the heart of Disneyland. Ooh, because I done been to Disneyland twice in 1 year. Check the hat. You see it. Gator mode. You see it. 0 games played. Okay. We are back. I've been to Disneyland more now than I have in my entire life in less than a year. That's insane. I expect I'll go back a third. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So, as new students, welcome, class 2026. Appreciate you for investing in yourself, investing in each other, trusting me, and going on this journey with me, because we're going somewhere together. Because I'm going somewhere, I'm just going to share it. You can do whatever you want to do with it. So, where do we begin? Gator U. Let's start with Gator U. December 4th, 2025, Gator University was established. December 4th, 2024, the Three Parallels podcast was established. December 4th, 2023, I decided I can't do this anymore. This meaning traditional, how we were taught and told to do, go, and work. So I'm going a lot of places today. So just rock with me. I'm a little spicy, Jay. Not a lot, but a little spicy, J, little lowercase J. Okay. So know that. So there's a lot I want to share, and I want to untie everything together in real time. So 2023, I decided this thing that I've been doing for all these years no longer works for me. It was great. However, it's not true. It's not a fact. And what I want to share with you all, you can do whatever you want to do with it, but this is my perception, my perspective on my lived experience, and I'm sharing it. So I got to a place in my career where I got all of the education. Ain't no more education I can get. I can go get an MD or whatever. Ain't no more that I want. I would say that. I can go get more. There's nothing else I want. So I've gone to the highest level of academia that I want to go. And I'm cool with it. And I was taught, just like many of you were taught, the same thing, that your responsibility is to graduate high school, go to college, get a good job, go to a good college, right? And then I started to process all these things real time. Dr. Togan, thank you, brother. Good to see you, man. Welcome, welcome. Then at the same time, I'm thinking, like, if I've accomplished all these things, I'm at this highest level of my career, and I love what I'm doing, but I'm not a multimillionaire. That's a problem for me. That's a real problem, because I did everything y'all told me to do. Y'all meaning the culture, family, society, all of these things. You go get a good education, you get a good job. But when I start looking at the facts of this, what equates to a good job in a good school? When you graduate, does it have good diploma? Good school? No, it does not. It doesn't. So I started to question and challenge things I never questioned and challenged. And by doing that, I got to a place in my career where things did not pan out, did not add up. It panned out, it didn't add up. And for me, what didn't add up is how am I a black man in America with a PhD, license, private practice, 20 plus years experience, 15 plus years in the classroom? How am I at this level of my career and I'm living check to check? How, Sway? It didn't make sense. So once I recognized that, I had to question that, and that questioning allowed me to pivot. The pivot is for 41, 42 years of my life, I knew education was the way out. So I did it, and I got all of it. And financially, I wasn't free. I'm not free yet, but I'm getting there. I'm closer now than I've ever been before, because at that moment, I had to pivot. I had to shift. And the shift is if good doesn't equate to me being financially free, that's not good enough for me. So the pivot was, I've done all the education, did that, cool. I'm taking it with me. And now I'm going to pivot and go into this space of creativity, creating things, because nobody else can create the way we do. They don't even exist. If you think about anything in life that we love, Apple, Amazon, Zoom, Gator University, Tesla, if you think about any of these things that we love, is because it was somebody's idea. They created it in their mind. And they have the resources, support, team, whatever, to make that dream into a reality. And that reality became a tangible product or service that we love. Netflix. How long you been paying for that account? How much you watch it? Doesn't equate. Doesn't matter. Pay me. That was somebody's idea. Brilliant. Brilliant. And they came in the door, went to the biggest competitor, Blockbuster, Big Brother. Hey, can you buy us? Blockbuster like, nah, bro, chill. Y'all gonna sit down. Sending out DVDs, that's stupid. They came back again. Second time, hey, we're thinking about streaming. I don't know if it'll work or not, but sat down. We ain't doing that. Third time, hey, we're thinking about streaming, bundling, and subscription. For the third time, Blockbuster said, man, go sit down. And that's what they did. And they went back to work to create the conglomerate that we know today to be Netflix. What the hell is Blockbuster? I want to connect that to this pivot for me of moving away from education, not away from it, but the traditional set of education, to creativity and education and experience and community and vision and builders. How can we lose, fam? How can we lose? I'm creating a university from nothing but all that I have, which is everything. I don't know what this is like for y'all, but this is exciting for me. Listen, y'all ain't even got to be here. I can do this by myself. I do this by myself anyway. I do a podcast twice a week. For those who didn't know, every Sunday is the episode, 9 p.m. Let me try this again. 9 p.m. Pacific time, midnight Eastern. Episode with me and somebody else. Could be you. Then Wednesdays is me talking ish. Me or Spicy J. Usually both of them. Okay. And now I'm here to establish a community where everybody that's a part of this, directly or indirectly, wins. Because in Gator University, there's no longer win or lose. It's win or learn. If I'm winning and learning, I never lose. I haven't lost y'all since 2005. And now that I have this knowledge, what's 2005? It's 2025. Why am I worried about yesterday? Come on, church. So you won't hear me say that again, because that's not a part of who I am and where I'm about to go. That's 3 parallels. That's all of Gator University, who we were, who we are, who we're becoming. That's it. I can't see it any other way. 3 parallels, vertically, attic, living room, basement. All these terms, we're going to speak a language. In this language, only people that's a part of this culture, community, knows what it is, but it makes other people curious. What the hell you mean, honey bun? What is this Gator stuff? What is this house, attic? What? Higher inner mentor. What? Him? What? Her? We speak it now. And I want to build a network, a net worth of people that I help become the best version of themselves, because once you become that person, there's nothing you can't do. There's nowhere you can't go. You have freedom among everything. And I'm showing you, teaching you, living through, sharing with you exactly what I'm doing to do just that. And I'm giving you what I got. You can do whatever the hell you want to do with it. My belief is, and I'm entitled to it because we all are, this is my mission in life. God placed me here to do this. It's my belief. This, as of right now. It may change tomorrow. Today, this is what I'm doing. And I'm 10 toes down, baby. And 10 hands. And y'all 10 hands and toes. If you ain't got all of them, that's cool. I'll take 8. I'll take 2 toes. Whatever you got, I'm taking it. I'm here for it. We're going to have fun. We're going to heal. We're going to have so much fun because we're going to do so much deep healing. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. I'm changing lives and I know it. I've changed mine. And everybody around me, directly or indirectly. Why am I not being intentional about this? So somebody can tell me yes to anything I ask for. That'd be $1 million. All right, cool. We got you. That's Dr. J. That's Gator. You, yes. Okay. Because there's people in this world that have that level of access. Telling you what I know, not what I heard. Guess who those people are? The people that built the companies that you continuously buy and subscribe from. We are those same people. We have those same companies, meaning our own. Gator University is mine. And can't, even if somebody try to emulate a duplicate, won't be. It's kind of like Apple. Apple started all of it. So anything after Apple, oh, you got it from Apple. Just like Michael Jordan, greatest of all time. Anybody after him, oh, you got that from Mike. Oh, because of Mike. That's me. Oh, you did Dr. Branch. Gator, oh, you got it from Dr. Branch. I just need you to see parallels. Okay? That's it. Because once you see it, you will never see life the same. Telling you what I know, not what I heard. So let me put all this together so you can understand who I am, where the hell we going. And I didn't cuss yet. 12 minutes in. I need y'all to see growth in real time. I'm controlling what I say. My younger self no longer controls me. Lil him, I told him to have several seats because all he loved to do is cuss, play cards, drink, and cook, because that's all my family loves to do. We're going to be just like our parents, our family, the complete opposite, somewhere in the middle. We're going to be just like them, the complete opposite, or somewhere in the middle. You get to decide. I'm deciding I'm finna be better. I can still drink, cook, and cuss, just not all the time. Just not in these places and spaces, because I want everybody to feel included. And what I've learned, and I'm sharing this now because it's happening in real time, is there's so much power in your words. We give so much power in what we say or don't say. I need you to know that. Wherever you are in life right now, specifically, is because you said so. I'm going to move here. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go to school here. I'm going to do that. You said it first. You don't just go somewhere. You say it. But you can't say something without thinking something. So you think it, then you say it, then you do it. It's automatic. So what if we are intentional about that? And that's the journey that we're on. So for me, looking ahead, part of me choosing not to cuss as much in this professional space is because one of my biggest mentors, the guy that I cannot wait to meet, which could happen this year. This is the guy that gave me breadcrumbs that I needed to hear to become this version of me. He and several others, and I'll be specific, Myron Golden, David Shands, Omar El Takori, like these 3 guys have been my mentors from afar indirectly, which gave me permission to be me in this lane in creativity because somebody else is already doing it, which means it exists. How I do it does not. Come on, church. Same for you. Same for you. Okay. Which means we have creative energy to do whatever we want if we believe it. And for me, I believe this as much as I believe in Disneyland. It's real to me. You see our background. That's where we at right now. In the basement in Disneyland. I'm explaining more later. So for me wanting to meet Myron Golden, I learned that Myron don't do business with folks who be cussing on stage. He's a Christian man, biblical principles. he just do not really get down like that. It's an automatic no. And for me, I want to cut my chances of not, I want to reduce my chances of not meeting this person or building with this person. Because to me, once we connect, once we develop a partnership, I ain't never got to worry about nothing in life. I'm going to be there before I even meet him. But when I do meet him, because he's going to say, is that Dr. Branch? Uncle Myron, that's going to be our introduction. I've been practicing this in my mind for over a year now. Because he catch flights, not feelings. And he does something else, and I'll let Meg pop that in the chat. What else? There's the different term we use around catching flights and feelings. So I expect to connect with this man because this man changed my life because he's the reason I started the podcast. I sat on this podcast for a decade. And I learned from him on a TED Talk that, the reason we do or don't do something is based off of how we feel. That's it. Procrastination, how you feel. Whatever, is how you feel. So if you get out of your feelings or you find out what those feelings are and do something about them, you can shift. So that helped me shift. I cannot wait to get this man a hug for that. Just giving himself away. And if he has that power, who is Myron the Dr. Branch? Come on, baby. He's going to be excited to meet me. I know that part too. So let me tell you what happened in real time. Before this call, I'm driving because I'm out in nature right now, the best place on earth, hidden in plain sight. And I pop on Three Parallels Podcast playlist. You know it. I'm not out here just talking about it. I do this almost every day. So before I get here, I'm like, what's my 3 songs for today? Boom, pop it on. First song. Let me go back now. Let me give you facts. Oh, yeah. First song. T.I., You Don't Know Me. Come on. 3 Parallels. I ain't done yet. Second song. This is the song that created the playlist for me and Myron. My new playlist I just started today is called Flight with Myron. And this is the music I'm gonna hear in the background on his plane to either San Diego or Tampa. That's how real this is to me. That's how real this is to me. I feel this shit in my soul. I just cussed. Sorry, Uncle. So I'm talking about him. So the second song that came on, please check this stuff out. It's called Humblest of All Time. Humblest of All Time ever. By a song by Children of Zeus, and it's banging. That's the first song on the playlist. That song made me envision that flight creating in reality. The third song, it's one of my favorite songs of all time, been on every playlist I've had, is the song Closer by Guapale. That song there is my song. That's the song they play when the credits go up and when they come down. And those 3 songs came on before I got on this call. And a playlist was created. And the pebble was thrown in the pond of me connecting with Myron exactly how I expected, but better. Because whatever you expect in your mind is just that. It will never be exactly that in real time in the living room. So I say all that to say that I look at Gator University to the equivalent of putting 3 pillars, powerful powerhouses together in the same space. Imagine Harvard University, Disneyland, and Apple had a baby after a menage a boogie. That baby is Gator U. That's us. That's who we are. Because if you combine those 3, what can you not do? And guess how I'm building it? I ain't Walt Disney. I ain't Steve Jobs. I ain't whatever white man running Harvard right now. I ain't none of them folks. But who I am is Dr. Jason Branch, and I know exactly who I am, and I know my influence and my impact, and I just want to serve. I'm a superhero, and I know it. And I want my life to be a testament to other people changing their life. If you've never been to therapy, now is your opportunity. It's going to be hard to be a part of Gator U, and you ain't been to therapy. I'm just telling you straight up. You ain't considered it, you ain't gone. It's going to be hard to be in here. Why? This don't make no sense. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't to salamanders. But it makes a lot of sense to gators because that's where we're going. We're moving away from this imposter syndrome, vulnerability, and afraid. We're moving out of that fear, and we move into becoming a gator. A gator is fearless. A gator is consistent. A gator is showing up, doing the best they can what they have intentionally. That's it. That's all. So why Disney? I've been to Disney twice in 1 year, which is more than I've been in my entire life. And this is the second time I went for my son's birthday. So I'm giving them experiences that I didn't get. So my first experience at Disneyland here was last year with my son. So I was doing it for him, but I found out that was for me. One of the happiest places on earth. I got it. Also, I learned two sides of the coin. There's always two sides to everything. There's one side of this magical place, the other side of this death trap. When I say death trap, any way you want to use it, you can use it. Financial, emotional, whatever, both sides. And they've mastered one to make you believe whatever they want. I'm telling you now, I'm doing the same thing. Doing the same thing, but it's to your benefit. And the dark stuff that they keep hidden, we're going to talk about. Because that's how you convert your basement into a playroom. Disney been hiding garbage and trash since the beginning, 1955 to be exact, 70 years. So I'm going to emulate Gator U out of 3 major institutions that we love. How can we lose? Guess how I'm going to build it. Every last person that's a part of Gator U. Can you imagine that? I was there. I was a founder. Can you imagine your name on Wikipedia, in Google, YouTube? Your name. And I mean that. That's what I'm building. So to close this gap, I went to Disney yesterday and I took my dad. And it's the first time he ever went. So my dad, me, and my 2 sons and my wife, we're there experiencing Disney for the first time as a family. And it was like, what is this? Man. And we put all the way in, like, man, you got to get some ears before you go. My dad ain't the ears type of dad. He's a cowboy hat type of dad. So he's not really finna put nothing on but a cowboy hat or a baseball hat. And we say, hey, man, we think you should get some ears. And he was like, shit, I'm down. Sorry, man. I'm down. Because he was so open. He's like, man, I just want to be here. I don't even know nothing about it. I ain't seen none of these movies. I don't know none of this stuff. Dumbo, who's Dumbo? Pinocchio, I don't know that, man. Like, he don't know none of these folks. But he didn't care. He didn't care. He's there with us. We together. So we go to the hat shop, get my man some ears. He put on the blue ears, man. I like these. Put them on. He look in the mirror and shit. Got the rubber band around his neck. I'm like, okay, Pops. I said, you want to get it signed on the back? He said, yeah, man. I said, what you want? CJ, give me CJ. I mean, he geeked. I can count on 3 hands, one hand, how many times my dad had been geeked about something. One of them hands, 4 of them got to do with me. Okay. But he's geeked. He got his ears on, he got his glasses on. We smile. The boy, his grandson, look at it. Oh, Papa, it's a moment. And it's like, man, to be able to give him that. Because what he wasn't able to give me for several reasons. But I'm able to give it to him and my own. That's a generational shift, pivot. He's going to remember this forever for the rest of his life. So I'm like, yeah, let's get the hat. He's going all in. You want your initials? Boom. Let me get CJ on it. Get CJ Stitch. He put that hat on. He didn't take it off till we got home. Y'all. And that was just everything. And then me being me, I decided while I'm there, because every time I go to Disney or this Polar Express place, I get inspired because somebody created this. So Walt Disney, I've been studying him and all this stuff around Disney, it fascinates me. It's so brilliant and it's intentional. So as I'm walking around, I'm talking to Mia, I'm processing out loud, like, yo, Gator U, we finna have some trips here. We finna have some retreats here. I expect to develop some retreats at Disneyland here for those who've never gone, those who may have been what a bad experience, whatever. I'm curating experiences for us as adults to go to experience Disney at a different space and place in our lives as these baby Gators. To do that basement work while you play. Because we have not had an opportunity to play. Why? Because exactly what I shared, what I've done for 40 plus years. Education over everything. You don't have time to play when you got time to get your damn lesson. Get your lesson and hush. So therefore, I haven't looked at me. I don't know anything about me. Did you know they don't even have mirrors in Disney so you won't see yourself? Did you know that? Ah, I just want you to see it. It's intentional. So I'm creating that in the most positive, respectful, loving, healthy way possible. Disney's is not healthy. I just want to be honest. Go to Reddit. Don't look at me. Go to Reddit. They'll tell you. Disney is a death trap, but mean it on both sides. Fast forward. I'm thinking and processing, oh my God, if I did a group of this and that, and Mia is phenomenal with logistics, like, could we do this? And she's like, yeah, we could do it. We can make it happen, get a resort, blah, blah, blah. I want to create experiences for people that's never experienced that. My dad was the first participant. So when you see a picture of him with his finger up like this, that's what he's talking about. He's the founder of this. Why not? My dad was the first. We didn't even go all out for him. We had a little breakfast with Mickey and them. He took a few pictures with Goofy, all that. But we didn't do VIP. That was for the kids. But he got the benefit of it because he was there. So he experienced it at a level that's really high. What if I'm able to do that for us, whoever wanted? It was settled. She said, yeah, I'm open, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, cool. I'm just gonna let today be today. And as I'm walking around, I see this hat, man, it catches my attention because it's simple. It's simple. D, 70 years, didn't it? It represents Gator U. This is where we are for right now. I didn't know that Disney had their own font. I'm looking for this D all over line. They got their own font. That's how great Disney is. They got their own font. You can't do nothing with it. You know how powerful that is? I got my own font. What is a phone? I have a font. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's next level. And that shows me how powerful this is that came from somebody's mind in the 50s. This is 2026. Can you imagine what we can do? I'll show you. So walking past this booth, I see this hat and I couldn't stop staring at it. And I learned this from Mia. And to me, this is not a conversation about getting married, but partnership is everything. And I'm married well because of the partnership that I have with my wife, because she's the antithesis of me when it comes to this type of work, meaning I'm a visionary. She's a builder. That's what she is. Balloon and string all day long. You tie them balloon and string together, there's nothing you can't do. So I see the hat, I turn around, I put it on, look at her, and she said, yep, that's it. And it was at that moment, I decided this is the hat. I'm the person that's going to host these events. It was done. We touched and agreed. It was settled. This is why all this is here. This happened yesterday, y'all. Yesterday. I just want you to see this. So when I got the hat, I couldn't just take the hat. So when my dad went and got his hat stitched up, I said, let me get stitched up. Gator mode. You see what time it is? You see what time it is? You see what time it is. Gator Mode, which is the book that's coming this year as well. I'm not playing. All the things I've been sitting on, talking about to myself or to my close friends, now I'm giving it to everybody. I've been holding y'all hostage. I apologize. Now I'm giving it to whoever wants some. Come get some. I can't believe this is my life, y'all. I can't believe it. And I want everybody to have the joy and love and freedom that I have mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and everything else in between. And to me, that's what makes you wealthy. The money is secondary. You are primary. That's who I'm investing in. So you have decided to invest in me and Gator University, and this is what you finna get. Because I don't stop, I don't run out, and I can't until I can't. I can't until I can't. So I'm gonna do this until I die. I'm letting y'all know that now. So whenever that time comes, you know why. This is Gator University. The doors of enrollment are open. Questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, rebuttal, prayer requests. What's happening? Let's talk.
Well, I'm gonna just say Happy New Year to everybody. I was late, so I missed some things, but I caught the Disney and the script D from from Disney's D, in their own um, cursive writing, whatever you want to call it. Um, just again, big props for putting the group together. And I'm gonna share a story. I hope our future Dr. Casey doesn't mind. We had a conversation a couple weeks ago, and it was just when you're giving something, you don't even know where it's coming from. You make these connections, and I think it's always a good reminder for me that even if I'm sharing something, it fills my own cup in a different way. So there's this mutual exchange and respect for when we pour out. We always say you can't pour out of an empty cup, but when you make a genuine, thoughtful, authentic connection to just be, your cup never runs empty because I can pour out, but it fills back up with that thing, that energy to keep going. So that's what I see coming out of this work. So I do want to share that. So, so thank you, Dr. Branch, for the connection, and thank you, Dr. Casey, for the conversation, because I think she thought this was gonna be like a 30-minute, and it was we're gonna go until we go. We had a mini family reunion. So, I'm grateful. When I was in PT school, I used to say, I'm grateful for the struggle, but now I'm grateful for what the struggle has brought me, because there is no more struggle. It's just about connection. You see challenges, there are barriers in the way, but do you face them? Do you move around them? Or do you build so you can overcome together? So to your point about partnership, that's the thing that I see. Whatever it may be, in a marriage, in life, you make connections, but make sure you're making solid connections to those who will not just support you and cheer you on, but will challenge you at the same time. So I want to give that piece. Thank you.
Love, love, love. Thank you, Dr. McGee, and thank you for being here, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is exactly who we are and where we are, and I'm glad you see it clearly and you experienced it before we got here. And this is what I call a destination helper. I learned about this when I started the podcast because the future me whispered, record one episode. The old me was like, you need a whole series. You need to compete with this person and that person. And I kept listening to the old me until I finally listened to the future me, and he whispered, and I recorded one episode. From me recording that one episode, I started to attract the producer I'm supposed to have, which I named from undergrad, Maestro. And this is a story Dr. McGee and Dr. Togan may not even know. That name from my producer in my mind came from a brother from ENU, from Stillman College, who his nickname was Maestro. And I would always hear them say Maestro, and it was just the coolest name ever. So I named my producer for my podcast in undergrad. So when this person reached out, and I'll keep her identity an alias, when she reached out and we connected, it was an instant connection, and we talked just like Dr. McGee, Dr. Casey Sullivan. It was just easy. Like, what is this? Oh my God, how are you saying this? How are you doing that? That's a destination. You ain't got to do nothing but show up. So for me, like, that happened organically. And if that happened organically, what if we were intentional about doing the same thing? And that's what happened between you two. I was intentional. I felt the energy. Like, y'all supposed to be friends. Y'all supposed to do something together. I don't know. Go have coffee. I don't care. Do something together. Go. And that was it. That was it. And y'all took it from there. And look at the conversation, the full circle. That's us, y'all. We are powerful by ourselves. Imagine when we connect with other people that's like us and we know it. Meaning, you two had trust enough to go deep. First comment, I don't even know what y'all talked about, but I know it wasn't on the surface. It was in the bottom of the Titanic at the bar. Come on, I know y'all. I know y'all didn't sit around talking about Haagen-Dazs ice cream. No, y'all talking about some deep stuff. I'm sure. You can confirm after it. I'm finna finish the Spicy J story. so, like, I'm challenging all of us to be intentional. You see somebody like, man, this person we cool with, send it and move out the way. I didn't have no control over any of this, and I don't want any because that's not mine. Destination helper, you ain't gotta do nothing but be seen in front of this person. Like, that's it. So now I challenge you all to be intentional about this and connect with each other, for each other, the whole nine. How can we lose? How can we lose? Because everybody is a part of this. If you think about the conglomerate, the network of Harvard, Apple, and Disney, all of them in one under one roof. Can you imagine? That's this place. That's Gator U. It's infinite. We global. Everybody from all over the world already. And there's only 6 of us on the call. Come on. So this is what your enrollment allows you to have access to. And it start real small at this time, but it's going to build because there's going to be a lot of value in this room. CEOs, high performers, high achievers, people like us, outcasts. All right, I'm gonna shut up. Others, others.
I don't even know where to start. I'm like sweating for some reason because it's just so good. I don't know why I'm sweating. I had to turn my heater off. It's like 30 degrees outside. I'm just hot. So I don't even know where to start. But the essays are right here. I just have to edit them. So I'm gonna make sure. Tomorrow is Martin Luther King's birthday, so like it has to be submitted by then. That's plus that like what I love about what you do, Jason, is you are taking the shade of the ancestors and are like, oh, let's just have a picnic right here. Like, let's just, you bring what you got and we'll just have a picnic. And I'm even thinking on this call, we have interdisciplinary team on this call. So you get your mind right, you get your body right, all of that. Plus, we got to talk about sinners at some point because the amount of healing in that story. And there's a line in that story too. Listen, I love a one-liner. There's a one-liner in that story that Haley Seinfeld said, and she is multicultural like me. Who's her husband? My quarterback. Come on. So, just I was gonna ask you to, if you think about yesterday, you healed back and forward at the same time. So now your boys know that the men in this family feel things. I think there's a question in there, but like, where do you feel that? That's the question. What does that feel like?
Thank you for sharing. And you got to share the one-liner.
Oh, it's real spicy. Listen, they talk a lot about enjoying performing oral on women in that movie, and yes, for the culture, the people need to know. But she says a one-liner. I'm not gonna, look it up.
Okay.
On your free time.
Okay.
But Dr. McGee, I'm going to send you that page because I finally found it because I had to give that book to somebody yesterday. So I will send you the page of the book we talked about.
There it is. Connections. I love it. So where am I feeling? It's all the inner, from like my throat chakra down to like the tailbone, like right in the back area. Like it's kind of warm there, a little hot in the belly. But it was definitely healing on so many levels. Because in addition, and I'll be transparent. We got a suite the night before, so we wouldn't have to deal with traffic and all that. So, we had a section and my dad had his own section and he's never experienced that before. So when he walked in the room, he's like, wow, this all me, or we in the same bed. And I'm like, that's your whole deal. That's your whole thing, He's like, all this for me, and it was just that moment of like, this is multiple layers. And you're right, past, present, future, 3 parallels. You're absolutely right. And it's like, I was able to create that. And that is healing. So that led to creating that for this institution. I can imagine the people that are, 30s, 40 plus years old, who's never experienced Disney or at the level that we will experience it. I can imagine. That's healing. Because then that person is going to bring somebody. That's an experience. So, yeah, thank you, Meg. But that's why I feel it.
I think that makes a lot of sense to me for several reasons. So one, the purple, I think I sent you this, but I'll just explain. So your chakras all have a color. And it makes sense to me that purple is so tied to you because it's all third eye intuition, and that's the him is your intuition. But then the gator is all heart, which is in right here. And then, but also we add in your solar plexus and your sacral chakra, which are orange and yellow, but that's like that whole core of you, which makes so much sense. And then I had this thought yesterday when I was in the shower, and I was like, you like gators because you like trees. Because if you look at a gator, if you stuck a gator either tail first in the ground or head first in the ground, it's gonna look like a tree. What's your last name? Branch. So that was my spicy
Wow,
take
you ain't
for
just
you.
had to you ain't had to hit me in the head with a honey bun like that. You did not have to do me like that. Wow, that's next level. Thank you. I receive it all. I receive it all. Another indicator. This is the education too. This is why Gator University is so good. You're gonna learn, like all of y'all have talents, gifts, and abilities, knowledge. Share it. You just changed my life. I need y'all to see this micro level. Your life changes when you hear new information that means something to you. If you heard Disney had turkey legs on sale for $3, that don't mean that much to you. And they was not on sale. $14.95. That don't mean nothing. But something what you just shared is meaningful to me, which validates all this stuff that's happening. And that's healing. That's pivoting. That's on a micro level that will evolve into a macro level. Pebble in the pond all day long. Thank you, Meg. Thank you. Thank you. Taiwo, I am curious, man. I see you. Like your body language, everything is screaming. Let's talk, man. Let's wrap. What's going on?
Hi everyone. Um, well, you always amaze me, man. And I first appreciate just the energy. But I've been I've been doing basement work, and it's really been interesting. Just the and I Yeah, this idea that I can always sort of think about which me is operational right now, right? And I think that's very powerful. Um, but as we were sitting down and as I was listening to you, you cursed 3 times, by the way. As I was listening to you, I thought about just back in the day, Jay, just the growth that has happened, man. And you know, I guess what I feel is gratitude, and I can't put it into words. I don't know. That's just the feeling. Maybe it's gratitude because of what I have personally benefited from this experience of doing the one-on-one with you. Maybe it's gratitude because everybody, or the energy that I feel here just feels empowering. This idea that, we are becoming something and we can actually, and it's within reach. Maybe it is the evidence that, you know, you talked about Gator U, in our conversation, and now there is Gator U, and it's just, I don't know, so many things are going through my mind, but I think if I were to sum it up, I think it's gratitude. I can't pinpoint which of the many facets led to this, but yeah, I'm just very grateful to you, to everyone here, and just, I love the energy. So that's that's what I feel.
Thank you, man. Thank you for sharing. I felt that. I felt that. I feel it. Also, for those who don't know, Dr. McGee and Dr. Togan are my closest friends. Like we've been friends the longest. We went to college together, and we're all part of a pact. Which more information will come out about that. And we actually started another pact, which connects all the dots. So these my guys. These my boys. Like this is brotherly love, like for real. And for you all to jump in and invest in me, invest in this, and you are growing from it too. It means the world to me. So to me, if this is as deep as Gator you get, I'm good with who we have right here, right now. I'm good. And I know that's not the case because now that energy you're talking about it's propelled through everybody now. So when you get off the call, that energy is going to attract whoever you're supposed to connect with between now and next week. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. Watch what happens. Why? Because I said so. So when it does, hop in discussion post, message board, let us know. I mean that. So if you're a part of the school, if you doing a free trial, hop in, get in where you fit in, because that's what makes this so real. We do this once a week. Then you have the whole week to share what's happening, what happened with other people who get it. And if they don't, they got it now. Self-care practices, whatever you want to share. That's what the university is about. Put it up there. I don't care. It's not too much. Somebody will delete it or tell you about yourself. I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be whatever it is. I'm just a facilitator, y'all. I'm just facilitating this thing. That's it. And it's going to be whatever it is. And that's going to be because of us. Because everybody in here contributes. Julian just mentioned it. It's not only pouring out, you're getting something back. Like you will always get a return on your investment. Just invest. Just invest. Whew. Thank you, Ty. I appreciate you, man. 100%. We going up. We going up. And how can we lose? If you think about it real quick, if you think about everybody in this room right now, who we are and where we are, imagine us founding a university with our diverse perspective versus the folks that started university had the same perspective, same folks, live around the corner from each other, part of KKK, owning slaves, that group. Look what they've built. Look what they've been able to build with what they had, us. Look at what we have, us, on a higher level. Come on, how can we lose? How can we lose? Full circle, y'all. That's what I see, because I don't hang with folks who ain't them folks. I just don't. And you don't either, or you wouldn't be here. So the ball is rolling now. Imagine the snowball on the top of a hill and there's an avalanche on its way. That's what I feel. The podcast opens the door for that. These conversations, this Gator holders, all this stuff, it opens the door to explore if you're open. This is not for everybody. Y'all know folks that would not do well here. They can't even get through orientation. Oh, man, you can't even get through orientation. Got a phone call. I gotta go, man. And Barbara calling me. I gotta go save somebody. I gotta go do this. We ain't doing that anymore. We're done chasing, grinding. We're attracting the people, places, and things we're supposed to have because of who we are and where we place ourselves. You are now planted in Gator U. You will win. I have no doubt. And when you do, tell us. One thing I ask, and I ain't gonna ask for much. One thing I ask from all of you is don't leave this information here. You get some nuggets, you get some breadcrumbs, give it away. And if you feel moved to bring or invite someone in, feel free to do so. Feel like, man, I got this crew, I got this deal I do. You are a part of this conglomerate now. So imagine the impact that you have from bringing somebody in that could do so much for everyone. And that's what I want. And, the culture is here. Like the culture is here. It's going to be learned because I speak it, I live it, we speak it, we live it. So now we're going to speak more of that so people know who we are and where we're going. And I feel as though part of this investment piece is investing in yourself and doing something that nobody else is doing. In addition to that, know that anything and everything that I'm doing, any of you could do the same thing. And if you don't know how, I can teach you. I don't care. It's going to cost. My time is no longer free. Boo boo. And yesterday's price is not today's price. I'm a founder of a university. Come on. Come on. Walt wasn't talking to everybody. Steve wasn't talking to everybody. That white man from Harvard wasn't talking to everybody either. Okay. So I'm in the same space. I'm still accessible, but I'm not accessible to all. And Dr. McGee taught me that one. You get to decide who has access to you. So I need y'all to know you're part of an elite exclusive program, and there's no shame around it at all. Why not? This is what black privilege look like. Again, Dr. McGee. Again, I'm just giving y'all what this man gave me. That's what this institution does. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Okay. 11 minutes. Who want it? Wendy, you all right over there, Wendy? I know you're new to the crew. This is a lot. You good?
Good, I'm good. Yeah, thanks so much for checking in. I just think it's like really inspirational and very uplifting, and that type of energy is exactly what I need in my life right now, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wendy, thank you for being here. I'm a fan of Wendy because Wendy was referred to me by one of my mentees, and all it was a referral. And Wendy was like, yo, we need to meet. Where you at? Where you going? Can I roll with you? Where you at? Where you at? We met, we talked, had a great time. That same conversation we had, the meeting we had right after was the lab last week. She hopped in the lab. It was like that. Wendy is supposed to be here. Wendy finna do something big, y'all. I'm telling y'all now. Wendy, you hear it? Wendy finna make some noise. This is the destination helper piece that I'm talking about. There's going to be somebody here that Wendy connects with besides myself. We upgrading. That's all of you. It's all of you. Julian, Meg, I cannot wait till Meg give you what she got. Meg, I can't wait till Julian give you what he got. That first phone call was just an introduction. Put your toe in the water. Now y'all finna get baptized. Okay, I'm done. I am done. In the rivers of the Mississippi, baptized down in Pearl. Come on. Greenwood. Come on. It's finna happen. So that's that energy because I can't see nothing else, y'all. I've seen 42 years of this other side. I've seen it. Highest level. Same stuff. Same stuff. Why not create our own? It was created wherever you are, especially if you work for someone else. Somebody created that. Somebody. And I'm telling you what I know. Anybody that created these things that we're a part of, they're not as great as you are. I'm telling you facts. They are not as great as you. Whoever made Harvard, Apple, they not as great as us. It's 2026 and we are us. Come on. That was in 95 in the garage. Come on. Come on. So that's how I see us. I can't get enough of this. I appreciate you all. This means the world to me because it's like, it's the belief, we don't know, but what I do know now, what I know enough of, what I'm seeing is enough to allow me to invest more. Dr. Soldinger mentioned, the coaching piece. That was new for me and him, but it was phenomenal for both of us. And that grew into something else. We connected. We're already connected, but this is a different level of connection. Different levels, higher. We all have it. Garth, what you got, man?
Cool in the gang. Just observing, processing. I'm curious though, the recent shift in your expressive self and the influence of this mentor persona, right? So you talked about multiple times now the cursing, whatnot, because of this other individual, right? And wanting to fit in their network. And I can totally understand that on a professional level, right? You're not going to be, you're at a job, XYZ, the expectations are this. You can't do that, right? Totally fine. But we're not there right now. So what's limiting what's guiding the shift in your creative expression?
Great question, Garth. Great question. Number one, this is for me, period. I want to cuss less, period. I've been cussing since cussing been cussing. So it's something about me that I love, that I enjoy, but I want to be more intentional about it. I'm not saying I'm going to stop cussing. That ain't going to happen. I cuss, okay? However, in the professional setting, if I'm doing speeches, webinar, I want to present myself in a way that's digestible for anybody. And I can turn a lot of people off from using curse words professionally. That's culture. That's professionalism. That's subjective as well. But for me, number one, I want to reduce my cussing personally and professionally. I don't want to use it in a professional setting. So in therapy, oh, we still cussing. I'm still cussing in there because that's my home. That's my safe space. So they ain't going nowhere. But on the stage, I want to get rid of it. So I'm practicing. So Taiwo, thank you for the accountability of you noticing it 3 times because the old version of me showed up 3 times. Y'all saw how confident I was in my current self and how quick my old self came up. No, you ain't got rid of me yet, dog. He was right. This is in real time, y'all. And you're noticing it. And I don't mind talking about it because this is what we're talking about. I don't feel any kind of way. I've been cussing my whole life. I'm trying to stop now. What? What? Imagine you drinking, having, eating, whatever it is, and you decide to stop. You're going to still have a donut here and there. But am I eating a whole dozen versus 1 or 2 or maybe 3? So for me, my reduction of cussing is growth for me. Secondary is Myron Golden. It's secondary. It's not for Myron. Let's make that clear, crystal clear. It's not for Myron at all. I don't do nothing for nobody else. I do everything for me first and then. So that's what this is. This increases my chances and the likelihood of me and him doing business together. We may share the same stage, but we may not do business together if I'm over there cussing folks out. I don't want to do that. So I hope that explains the why. Garth, let me know your thoughts.
Yeah, that expounds it some more. Business decision. Right?
Absolutely. You can't be in business
That's
be
what we're
cussing
talking.
folks out. Let me tell y'all, but go to
got you.
the boardroom in Disney and see if you can get how much you can get away with.
I got you. Because for a second, and maybe I wasn't closely paying attention, whatever, but it kind of sounded a little bit chasing, you know what I mean? But now that you explained it in greater detail, it's all laid out.
I'm not chasing, I'm attracting. So one way to attract him more to me is to curse less, to not curse at all on stage. Again, it's attraction. So yeah, know the core. The core will always be me first. I'm selfish. I'm only child. It will always be me first. I will always put myself first. I need y'all to know that. Who y'all dealing with. Always. I don't care what's going on. Because that's all you got. When this thing over with, who you with? You. When you came in here, who you with? You. Unless you, who you with? Anyway, okay, back to where we go. Anything else? We got 3 minutes left. This is day 1. Gator U, first lab. We coming to you live from Disneyland. We are wherever we will be. If you're not a part of Gator U, now is your opportunity. Now is your chance. Dive in, bring a friend, subscribe, enroll, invest. We're going somewhere. We're really, really going somewhere. Any other thoughts before I wrap this thing up?
Yeah, 2 things. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go. No,
Okay. Right.
no.
Okay. Southern hospitality up in here. Anyway, so 2 things. One, I love that it's university, not college. So that means that there's multiple disciplinaries happening, multiple different ways to do things. The second thing is it's like the first lesson you ever taught me. You're playing chess with your life. You're being strategic with when you're cussing. You're letting certain access in and out. So big money moves over there. I see it. Okay.
I'm glad you see it. And if I'm making them, you making them too. Come on. You see me. You see me. Dr. McGee, what you got?
I'm gonna just wrap my piece up with this because I'm reflecting on Taiwo, dear brother Taiwo, Dr. Togan, in his comments around you. And I think about this, so from an academic standpoint, right? We have our Maslow's, and where are we, and what have we always been told about self-actualization? And maybe this is a realization that we're getting there and becoming closer to being self-actualized. And as we think about moving up, our physiological needs are met. We probably have more than, I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm not gonna speak for anybody. I statements is what we do, right? I have more than I could have ever dreamed of. My life is more blessed than it should be based on the statistics. But that's the thing. I'm not a statistic. I'm an individual who is capable and who has autonomy. And me choosing me a long time ago, but with the help of these 2 brothers, I was able to move forward. And even when I thought I was at times, the things that I thought was serving me, when I ran from things, because you can run from something or you can run to it. And you can be successful because you ran from versus running to. And I have been successful because of both, but when I could switch and make the shift to run to something that was my choosing, because I wasn't letting fear dictate, um, and I wasn't letting it overcome. And so I moved up again, and we move up again. And when you feel love and you're at that self-esteem piece and you can work on yourself, right? That's going into the basement. So are we navigating through this Maslow's to come to that self-actualization piece? And I have a colleague at Northwestern, and she always says you have to Maslow before you can bloom. So then we move to Bloom's taxonomy, right? And as we go to Bloom's and learning how we learn and teach, it started, you remember, you understand, you apply, you analyze, you evaluate. But at the very top is you create. And we're moving towards creating. Either you create something new or you have your own original work. And so if you are a person of faith, if not, there's nothing new under the sun, but you might improve it. You make it yours, you bring it there. So yeah, universities have existed, colleges have existed, training program, whatever you want to call it. But this is creation. So we're witnessing and being a part of creation. We're bringing it in, but we get to define it. We're not defined by it. We don't have to conform. So Garth, I love your question, honestly. And I think about what it does for a challenge and it brings to even saying, because you're right, professionalism is caught in this standard. But I just was at a presentation 2 weeks ago talking about the power of cursing in a professional setting and what it does. And technically, you remember more things but it's strategic. Now, every word you say can't be a cuss word. So again, it's a back and forth. It's a change. So again, but you get to define it, and you're doing it for you. And although when you do that, then you get to be one step closer. So as we think about this again, the academic in me, the um very brief tie into Maslow, Bloom. So yeah, it's here. And how do we think about that? How do we look at it for ourselves? Because we can say the words in the ways that we want to, but then when we want to say, well, somebody questions you, and it doesn't matter their question because it's still going to exist, right? Because you get to define it and not be defined by it. I can say, well, here is my tie to Maslow. Here's where I bloom, and then go from there. So there we go. Sorry for the 2 minutes over.
No worries. We still learning. So I want to make sure I'm mindful of everybody's time. So I want to do 1 hour. We start on time. We finish on time. I appreciate y'all for hanging with me. This will be on the podcast. This will be in Gator U. This is how we're sharing us. So I appreciate you all. More to come, but thank you for being here. Class of 2026, welcome to Gator U. Y'all have a great night, great day, great morning. Peace.